Yo, what is up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video where my Mazer Gaming teammate Doonebug97 is rocking Shadow Scizor in the Open Ultra League. I'm a big fan of Scizor as a Pokemon. When people ask me all the time, Rise, what's your favorite Pokemon? I usually answer with Scizor. I think it's got a really cool, sleek look to it. That metallic, and in the main series, it was just like so fast and agile. I don't know, something about it I just think is really cool. And if you're not familiar with Doonebug, Doonebug is among the top battlers in the game with what he's accomplished. Still Season 3 World Champion, also the first ever legend in the Go Battle League after they transitioned from rank 10 to rank 24. So, an amazing I almost said amazingly, and then I switched to amazing, and I said amazing. That should be a new word. Battler. And he's going up against a Weavile. This trainer trying to disrespect Doonebug by potentially beating him with a Weavile, but Weavile does get to a move here. Let's see what it is. It's just an Avalanche, so perhaps they don't have Foul Play. I typically run Avalanche Foul Play on my Weavile, but I think most people run Focus Blast. Scizor trying to get to the Night Slash. It gets there, but it loses CMP. Gengar getting there first. Wow, we got awfully excited for the first battle. I feel like we got to build up our way. And the opponent has had enough. They top left. And Doon starts the video off with a victory. I've been discovering some good new music today. Some kind of like chill rap. Anyway, Ash Bell 54, the next opponent. Giratina versus Escavs, a terrific matchup for Gira. They swap in. Once Doon recognizes it's Dragon Breath, he's going to go into Scizor. If it was Shadow Claw, this could be probably a little tricky for Scizor, but Dragon Breath, I would assume wins even shields. You're going to outpace Giratina to these moves. They go for the Ancient Power to try and get the boost. Slight overfarm. Going to get off another Night Slash. Does the Gira decide to shield? It does not. And I assume Escav will probably go for the farm down here. No, they have a Talonflame, so one Incinerate is going to melt the Scizor. But Doon's still in a fine position here. Gonna go for the Hydro Cannon here. Honestly, you probably don't shield this if you're the talent. Okay, you do. Okay, and then you top left. Back-to-back top lefts. Team 2 OP. A pretty RPS game there. Not a whole lot the opponent could have realistically done. Because the Talonflame really had nowhere to go once the Scizor was out of the picture. Gira versus Talon. Very good lead for Gira. In comes Cress, and this is where Scizor really shines. Steel types are always going to do well against Creselia for the most part. Resisting that Grass, Fairy, and Psychic typing. And just going for these Night Slashes here. Cress is so bulky, right? It can tank 2 of these, and it's not quite in farm down range. Doon not going to shield again. I don't think you can bullet punch this down, though. So I think you're going to have to throw another Night Slash. Yep, not getting greedy with it. Just making sure he gets this off. And actually willing to aggressively swap to not give his opponent the farm. And this lures out the A9. So this is pretty bad for Gira, but because it's running Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, it can chunk away. It's going to outpace these. It's going to outpace this A9 to these moves. But this suddenly becomes a little bit scary. Suddenly becomes a little bit scary because now your Swampert's going to be down a shield against that Talonflame that's still very healthy. So Doon will have to be a little bit careful here. But if he can farm, if he can, oh, he got a shield. That's massive. I think you come in with Scizor, right? No. Oh, opponent wanted to snipe the Scizor, so they swapped instantly. So Dune anticipating that goes Swampert, very nice. Takes the Brave Bird, which is the right play, because now the Hydro Cannon will KO. Versus... And yeah, now the opponent has to let it go. Gets a denial. I think you want to just let the Swampert go down here. No, gonna aggressively swap in 2 Bullet Punches KOs. Very nice endgame there. Became a little bit tricky. The opponent shielding the Shadow Sneak on A9, I think, made it a little bit easier for Dune. If they had saved both shields for the Talon, they might have had a chance there. Gira versus Champ. Terrific lead for Gira. In comes Talon. Has the Swampert to counter it. I could see like a Registeel being in back potentially. Since they need some charm coverage for that Machamp. Calls the Flame Charge, and I think that's the right play. You usually don't want to shield the first move from Talonflame if you're a Swampert, because if they bait you, then the Brave Bird KOs. It's a Walrus in back. Gets to the EQ. This is massive, and is in a pretty commanding spot here, because this will either do a lot of damage or grab the shield. And it was CMP. Swampert has done his job. He can just safely let the Swampert go. Opponent undercharges. Cheeky, but a little bit too much of an undercharge, to be honest. Because now you have to throw an Icicle Spear anyway. And now dude's willing to shield because he knows he can get off an EQ. Yeah, opponent getting a little too fancy with the undercharge. I don't think that was necessary. Now they have no shields. Gotta come in with Scizor here. I think you just tank it. Or do you need to shield this? Earthquake. Oh my god, that does so much. Okay, this is a little scary now. This is a little scary now. Walrein is not in Dragon Claw range. Oh, but the opponent swaps. And if this Machamp doesn't have payback, I think this is a mistake. I think you're just giving Dune an opportunity to overfarm here that he wouldn't have otherwise had. Probably a Rock Slide. Is a Rock Slide. Now you just go to 100. Oh, interesting. Gonna no bubble it to try and get one more Shadow Claw. Doesn't get it. Doubled up. And Walrein would have won CMP, right? So Dune has this. Yep. So the opponent swapping out of their Walrein there was a mistake. I'm pretty sure if they just stay in with the Walrein, they're going to get off an Icicle Spear there. And probably would have been able to close that game out. But you live and you learn. All right. Next opponent rocking the Magikarp hat. Another Talonflame lead. This front and back of Gira and Swampert catching a lot of Talonflames. And protecting the Scizor from Talonflame for the most part. Correctly shields and gets the CMP. Terrific call there of when the Talonflame was going to throw and what they were going to throw. In comes Umbreon. This is a little bit tough for Scizor. Since you don't have X-Scissor, you can't hit it for super effective. And Umbreon is just so much more bulky that you see 2 foul plays essentially is going to KO Scizor. Versus Umbreon can take this Iron Head. Oh, but it shields. I think you have to let it go. Okay. No, wants to get off the Iron Head to get off a high damage move. Because I guess if you let it go, Swampert's going to struggle to take this thing out. But by getting off this Iron Head, you definitely soften it up. And you get the CMP tie, which is huge. No residual energy for Umbreon. In comes Swampy Boy. Knowing that a Hydro Cannon won't KO from here, you can definitely overfarm, which Dune appears to be doing. Wow. Really nice overfarm. Opponent catches on Trev. Do you just swap right away? Yeah. Gonna go for the Shadow Sneak. I don't know if Trev can reach a Shadow Ball here. It'll be close. I think it will. Yeah, it will. This Shadow Ball probably just about KOs from here. But now you go for a Mud Shot down. And it's up to Swampert to try and sweep. You know there's a Talonflame. You know there's an Umbreon. Umbreon's getting pretty close to Hydro range. Goes for the Blind Hydro. Will this KO? It does. It barely KOs. And then Dune, with proper timing, will actually get off both his Hydros here before a move comes in from Talon. Oh my god. Flexing the EQ. Dune, come on, bro. That Talonflame probably had a family. And that's, I think that's what separates Dune in that like upper tier of battlers in terms of skill level from a lot of people, is like he always, almost always, I mean, there have been times where the counts have been off, I've seen in like factions called, but 90% of the time he is like pinpoint accurate with how much energy his opponents have and uses that to his advantage of when to catch, when he can throw, maximizing energy. In comes Trev to meet the Swampert. This is pretty bad, but Swampert's such a beast that these Hydros will add up. And if the Trev is willing to take 3 Hydros here, it's going to be awfully low. So yeah, I think this is the right play. Whoa. Dune willing to shield the Swampert to get off another Hydro here. Wow, interesting. Gets a shield in return. That's wild. Gonna shield again. Oh my god. This is surprising. Opponent attempted to catch the Hydro. Dune got refunded. That's crazy. Swapping out of Swampert when you're a Trev. This game is wild already. Lives the spear and swaps into Scizor. And oh man, that Earthquake. Not Shadow this time. Just wants to get off this Iron Head. It'll deal a lot of damage. Won't KO, but might put it in the red. Yep. Walrein unable to Powder Snow down. I still got a fully healthy Gira. That Trev does have residual energy, so this is tricky. Might have to make a catch here. Oh, they swap in the Emp. Again, I don't think this is the right play. I think if you had just swapped in the Trev, you might have reached that Shadow Ball. Because Trev had what? Maybe like 4 Shadow Claws? But this is giving Dune an opportunity to overfarm once again and come out with energy against these last 2 Pokemon. He's going to Shadow Claw down this Empoleon and probably have double Dragon Claws. Has the double Dragon Claws. In comes Walrein. This will certainly KO the Walrein. And oh my god, bruh. Okay, Seed Bomb. Still nasty. Because that Seed Bomb probably would have KO'd and dude would have lost CMP and lost. So that was, at first I thought he was flexing. But no, I think that was necessary. Because I'm not sure if the Dragon Claw would have KO'd. Maybe it would have. Maybe it would have, but just disgusting catch there. Amazing plays all around. Next opponent, we've got the Gira Mirror match. Opponent has a shiny though, and it's running Dragon Breath. So kind of just has to stay in here, right? It's a pretty neutral matchup. I'm actually not, I don't remember off the top of my head which Gira is supposed to win this. I think it depends on the shield scenario, actually. Like, Dragon Breath wins in the 2s, but Shadow Claw wins in, like, the 0 and the 1 or something. Getting off another Dragon Claw here. Hard swap into Scizor and catches most likely a Dragon Claw here. Lures out the town, then Scizor's about to just go bye-bye. Uh-oh. Poor Scizor. Getting melted. Like, now this is so tricky with all shields still in play and Talonflame already having a move. Yeah, I think you have to go Swampert because... Oh, opponent goes over 100 energy, so that helps Dune. They just wasted an entire Incinerate. They go straight for the Brave Bird. Catches what's most likely another Brave Bird here. Ooh. Opponent undercharges, but once again, kind of a mistake because this is going to allow a move to get off. Yeah, and now Dune has this. Easy. You can Mudshot this down. Shield Mudshot down. They bait, but they're not going to get to another move. And there's a freaking Galvantula in the back. And the safe play here, I think, is just to go straight Hydro. No need to go for the EQ because you'll get to 3 Hydros. Galv currently has a Lunge. But they do another Volt Switch, so this is going to be easy peasy. Smooth sailing for Swampert, Giratina, and Scizor. Very strong trio. Yeah, his team's performing very well. Almost every team he's faced has had a Talonflame, which only once has been able to lock itself on the Scizor for an extended period of time. Going for the Dragon Claw here, going to chip away Gary. You'd think this is a positive matchup for Gary, but Giratina's so bulky, it's like, it's pretty close to be honest, because Giratina's going to outpace. Correctly shields the Crunch. This is an Aqua Tail, right? And then gets off. Has 2 Dragon Claws here. Probably doesn't even need to throw the next one, though, if they let it go. Aggressive swap ends up being Scizor into Wall Rain. And this is exactly where you need to see the Wall Rain with this team. Has to make a big decision here. Is going to respect the EQ and makes the correct decision. Going to get off a Night Slash here. Night Slash puts it awfully low. Shieldless, but did they get to another EQ? They did not. So Dune is down 2 shields, but has energy. And the opponent essentially just has 1 Pokemon, while Dune has like several. Despite the Gira being low. Because Gira did bank a... goes for the catch. Oh man, that was risky. Because this, if he caught that, he would have lost the Dragon Claw. So got 1 shield. Swampert has extra energy. There's a Gyarados with low health still in the back. And Scizor also either stored a Night Slash or was 1 away from a Night Slash. Takes the Hydro. Oh, loses CMP here. I think the opponent's lose con is if they try and catch on Gyarados and they give Dune extra farm. No, but they don't make that mistake. And they close it out here. Wow, Swampert going off in the back just shows you how powerful Shadow Swampert can be with shields and or energy. The Shadow Scizor is not unbeatable, suffers a loss. Cord, playing the electric guitar. Wall Rain, so a tough lead. Gonna safe swap Swampert, is met by Cress. You have to presume this Cress has Grass Knot, since it was so quick to swap Dune. Gonna try and play out this bad matchup. And potentially dip out of here eventually. Going straight for the EQ. Cress usually doesn't like to shield, but opponent makes the right call there. Gonna go for another EQ here. Man, I don't know if you can shield again. That wall rain would be so tough if you shield again. But dude is going to. Catches on the Scizor. Very nice. Double resisted Grass Knot. In comes Amok. Poison Jab Amok. So this is not a good matchup for Muck, but the opponent knows that the Wall Rain is very valuable. Scizor kind of beats this opponent's entire team. Dark Pulse will put this low, but I don't think it'll KO. Puts it low enough to jab down, though, so essentially takes it out. I think you go for the Mud Shot down, because you probably can't Shadow Claw down before another move. Gets the Mud Shot down. Going for the EQ. Oh man, this would be a crazy win. Opponent gonna save the shield. I think that's the right play. Save the shield for Wall Rain. The spear chunks, and now you just save your shield for the Swampert because nothing here is gonna threaten your Wall Rain. You just Icicle Spear. You farm down. You have energy for Swamp. If Doom pulls this out somehow, I don't know how that's possible. Maybe he can dip out of here. No, he can't. Yeah, Wall Rain with a shield. Is going to get the last shield here. Going for a move. It's a spear. Oh, no. Okay. But look how he's like just so aware of the energy. But the opponent with the proper overfarm, and also they knew the Crest wasn't in danger of getting Mudshot down before the Grass Knot, so well played on both sides. Dune countered pretty hard, but still made it a very close game. And that's all you can ask for, right? There's going to be certain games in the Go Battle League that you can't realistically win. It's just trying to dance around, play as best you can with energy and reads to make it as close as possible and try and steal some of those games where you get countered. Gira versus Champ, met by Drapion, goes into Scizor. Interesting read from Dune, going into Scizor here instead of Swampert. Perhaps thought it was an Alolan Muck when he saw the typing and elected to go in Scizor for that reason, or he's trying to make a read that this team is like double weak to Swampert and is saving the Swampert in the back. Is he willing to expend a shield? He is. It is Crunch. They probably don't have Aqua Tail. Gonna go for a Night Slash here. Oh, gets the boost. Is he gonna protect it? He is. Gets the farm down. Probably lives one counter if Machamp comes in. Oh, but he was 2 away. Thought he was 1 away. Opponent gets the refund, but now the Shadow Wall Rain is going to wreak havoc. Because 2 spears might KO from a Shadow. Yeah, just about after the Powder Snow damage. Going for the bait here. Opponent, like, kind of has to shield this, in my opinion. But they don't. Oh my god, what a savage. What an absolute savage. They shield that one anyway, so I guess they end up shielding a Hydro anyway. And this Wall Rain's just too healthy. Too healthy. Machamp banked, I think, at least a Rock Slide or so. So would have to expend both these claws. Well, both these claws might KO. But I think a Rock Slide KOs from this range anyway. So unless this Machamp is running like double fighting moves, opponent should have this. Move coming through. And it is the payback. Very cool. Lands the payback. Always nice when that happens. I recently TM'd my Shadow Machamp to payback for Ultra. And just have not been able to land one yet. But maybe one of these days on stream, we shall land the payback. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you are new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. Shout out to Dune for sending me these battles. Got his ELO reveal, $22.99, very solid starting ELO, and I'm sure he will be on the climb. You can go follow him on Twitter, link in the description. That's it from me, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.